Every tax agent should be well educated. If they are not, then you might need to look for someone else. And my biggest thing is I'm always educating because I think that the more my client knows, the more they know how to run, what they're doing, what they have going on in life efficiently, and not get surprised by the IRS letters later.
You just go get a ton of applause. I'm going to tell you why. All right, guys, welcome to the YMA Nation podcast, Wealth Building Monday. And we have a super special guest on today. I will introduce her in a minute. Are you excited?
I am excited.
Yes. And if you're on right now, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe on the podcast. Make sure you subscribe. Also down in the comment section, make sure you hashtag YMA Nation so you can go into our monthly drawing, free cash drawing. Every month we give away free cash. So make sure you hashtag YMA Nation down in the comment section. You can also follow us on our Facebook page and Instagram page. On Facebook, it's YMA Nation. And you can also be in the drawing on there. Last thing is, make sure down in the description that you check out our hot new video, Good Vibrations. Make sure you like and comment. Let us know your thoughts on the video. It is the hot summer jam right now. Almost done with the summer, but it is still the jam right now. I'm playing it every day. So, guys, it is Wealth Building Monday, and there's nothing more important than when we talk about building wealth is this key factor, which is taxes.
Absolutely.
And so we have an expert on today that's going to help us and give us some tax advice tips. We have Miss Shantell Wilkins from the owner. We got the owner in. Hold on. We got the owner of RBA Tax and Financial Services. How are you feeling today?
I'm feeling amazing. How about you?
Amazing. I told you, look how she's starting to show off. Amazing with the big words and everything. Amazing. It's not a big word, but it's fancy though, right? Amazing day. So I have a series of questions that I have for you. And I want to help our viewers to gain some tips, whether they're entrepreneur, business owner, or just a normal Joe. Look how I can say that, the normal Joe, right? But learn some important tips about taxes. Okay. So first off, let's start off. Tell us about you.
Okay, so my name is Shantell Wilkins. I am the owner of RBA Tax and Financial Services. We have been in the industry for 6.5 years. My office is located downtown Spartanburg. We have been open for about 2 years.
6 years. 6 years. And the reason I want to applaud you on that is being in my industry as a business consultant and helping people. And I see people come and they file for a business and then they're on their way and they may last a year. 2 years, wow, like you made it to 2 years. 3 years, like pat on the back, kudos. Wow, 3 years as a business owner is impressive. But 6 years, how do you feel about that?
I feel amazing. So I
did that word again, amazing.
It makes you feel good being able to keep your business and running in good standing and be able to help other people do the same.
And that's what you love about being in that profession.
Exactly.
Is being able to help people with their taxes too. Yes. That's so important. And 6 years in through a pandemic too, and you're still successful. So congratulations on that. What made you choose this profession?
Because it gives me the ability to kind of live in the middle. So I love what I do. So it's not really considered a job to me. And I get paid for it. And then there's also
hold on. Y'all heard that, right? She's doing what she loves to do and getting paid to do it. That's what I think that's almost everyone's dream is to be in a job that they love to do and get paid at the same time for it.
Yes, I must agree.
Yeah.
I started off checking it every other week, just like most people do. Then it got out of control. I couldn't help myself. I started checking it day after day after day. I didn't realize that I was becoming addicted until my wife said something.
What did she say?
She said, "It's just a credit score, relax."
Are you checking your credit score?
Huh? Hold on.
The world, like I'm able to give the world pretty much everything that it needs to offer to operate efficiently in a business and in life. Because typically we all have to file taxes. And then as a business owner, man, it's like a whole different list of other avenues that and services that we can assist businesses to be able to stay, compliant and to grow. And me seeing my clients grow and be successful is just rewarding to me.
Right. That is a good thing. Now, let's get into what the people logged on for. They want to hear about the tax tips. So before we talk about our business owners and entrepreneurs, let's talk about like the average person. So for me or as a couple, what are 3 tax tips that you would give to the average Joe?
Okay. So basically I would just say, to always stay organized, and to make sure that they're reviewing their W-2s that they do get from companies, because they are, we are human and some people do make human error with mathematic numbers. So you want to make sure that you compare that with one of your last paycheck stubs and make sure that the numbers are correct. So that when they are being reported, it doesn't cause a issue with your tax return and it catches you by surprise later.
Right. So that's one.
The second thing is to make sure that you protect your identity or your ID. As far as like not giving it out to people, making sure that you're looking up who your agent is and their credentials and making sure that they are able to help you save. And the third.
Whoa. Hold on. Stop right there. So you said that be careful who you give your info to, even if they're a tax preparer?
Yeah, so a lot of people, anyone can apply for a P-10 and say, I do taxes.
Okay.
But it's your education. How can you truly help the client? And putting together a tax return is just not just putting numbers in a software. You really need to understand what the client's situation and my goal would be is to make sure I save them as much money as possible as far as paying it back to the IRS.
Right. That's interesting. So guys, make sure you do your homework. And we talk about this on a lot of the episodes, whether you're getting your taxes done, whether you're getting your credit done. I mean, anything that you're doing, do your homework on. Go on Google, look at the reviews, make sure you're dealing with a credible source. And I just had a conversation with someone who purchased trade lines online. But he got the number and the person from offline, and then after he made the payment, he couldn't get in contact with them anymore. So I say you got to deal with companies. Make sure you deal with a credible company. You just can't this person is online on Facebook and they say they do blah, blah, blah. Yeah. And then they just deactivate their page, so.
Yeah, you got to watch for that.
Yeah. So what's the third thing?
Third would be to review, to always review your tax returns. Once your agent does send it back to you, make sure that everything is correct and that you completely understand, and to always ask questions if you don't understand. Every tax agent should be well educated. If they are not, then you might need to look for someone else. And my biggest thing is I'm always educating because I think that the more my client knows, the more they know how to run, what they're doing and what they have going on in life efficiently and not get surprised by the IRS letters later.
You just go get a ton of applause. I'm going to tell you why. Because I agree. I agree with education. I don't care if you're going to buy a car. Don't just try to sell me a car. I want to know about the car. This car, the engine is da-da-da. It comes with all these features. Walk me through the car. I want to know about all the features. So that's why I love about Mercedes, right? That's why I love Mercedes, because when you go to the dealer and you're getting a new Mercedes, like it takes like half an hour. They walk you through how to put your foot under the back of the trunk, how it pop open, all the features inside the trunk. Like it's things in the Mercedes inside the trunk you wouldn't even know about, right?
Oh, wow.
They take you through all of this inside, how everything works. So that's just an example. But when it comes to taxes, your personal life, all of these things, like education is so important because that's one thing that you can't lose unless you get old and forget. But that knowledge that you gain, you should always be able to keep that knowledge. And taxes, you always be filing taxes, right? So
knowledge is power.
Knowledge is power. So gain that knowledge and apply it. So that's for the normal consumers. Now we're going to talk about our entrepreneurs and our business owners. Man, this is good information because as an entrepreneur, if you're starting or as a business owner that's starting, it's important to know, like, if I was to file a LLC, just had this call. I keep getting sidetracked, but I just had a call where someone, they wanted to file their business. They wanted to file as a S corp. Like, I want to file an S corp.
Yeah, no, there's a process, and we all have to follow the process.
It's not just file. You can't go on the state website and file as an S corp, right? So, but it's good to know this, right? So, right.
That's the education piece.
The education piece.
Or educating yourself or getting educated.
Okay, so what would you say if I walked into your office and I had a question saying I want to file my taxes with you, but I'm just starting off, right? So I want to file my personal taxes through your company, and I also want to file. I want to start a business. Should I start a LLC or should I start as a corporation? And I know it kind of have to do with like my goals or how I'm going to structure the business. But what would be like from a tax perspective, like a pro and a con?
So your pros as far as like an LLC is better for the max flexibility in how you manage and run your business. For an LLC, for an S corp, it's better for smaller corporations, up to like, and you have 100 shareholders max with the S corps, and then with the C corps, it's for if you want to get kind of recognized internationally. And also, it's best if you plan to go, public one day. You can use the shares, the shares, from the company for employees and investors.
So unless you plan, like if say you're starting like a lawn company, like you don't need to be a corporation, right?
No.
Because like the chances of you ever going public is slim. And then if you file as a corporation, you have to have your ducks in a row. Like,
absolutely,
you got to keep your books like tight, especially if you're going to be filing taxes as a corporation, because then you get an audit and you're not prepared for it.
Oh yes, they are definitely going to kill you. They don't play no games when it comes to the corporation books. They expect them to be all together, and you have to make sure you're paying all of the fees, and making sure you're staying compliant with an S corp. With a C corp.
So, as a full-time entrepreneur, what is a tip that you would give to the viewers that's like starting off, just on like say your own experience? Like, what would you say is a good tip that you would give someone?
Someone that's going into business, like I said, is to research and make sure that they know exactly what they're going into before going into it. Because one of your biggest things is, getting surprised. Making sure that you're running your business efficiently, getting an accountant, making sure that your books are in order.
Say that again. Say that again.
Yes, making sure your books are in order. That is so important. Because when you do file your taxes, we have to reconcile those items anyways. So if you're able to at least keep us a little organized and not give us trash bags full of receipts and documents.
Did you say trash bags?
I did. Trash bags. I mean, you'll be surprised what we find in these bags. Like, there are bags that they bring in. We have found parts for contract positions. Like, we found it was a gambling puck. What do you call it?
Oh, the chip?
Yes, the chips.
Yeah, I want to file this chip. I need to file that chip with my taxes. I want to claim it as a loss.
Yes, I was
the
just
casino took my money, and I need to claim that as a loss.
Yeah, so
it was a business trip.
It wasn't. They had to.
It was a business trip.
But yeah, and then also, like I would say, go green, because of course the IRS they do give great credits for us going green.
Now that I didn't know.
Yes.
No, seriously, I didn't know that. So when you say go green, can you elaborate on that?
Yeah, so basically your small business can also get tax credits for the purchases of like anything like energy efficient.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Like for like your appliances or things, the IRS will endorse your purchases by giving you a credit to the business that buy green appliances.
You know what? Okay, again, I'm off subject, but this is good information. Mercedes just came out with the EQS. So that would be considered going green, right?
Yep.
Electric vehicle, right? So,
it is.
Yeah.
Business deduction,
right? Man, I probably got like 1,000 more questions, but our time, because like it's so much to learn about taxes. You probably share only like maybe 10% of your knowledge.
Absolutely.
Man, let me see what else I can ask you real quick. So, how can our viewers contact you if they got questions on taxes or they would like to file their taxes?
So you guys can find me at rbafinancial.services. You can also give the office a call, 864-707-2330. We are open Monday through Friday from 9 to 5.
Okay, guys, I'm going to end this, and I'm going to tell you that if you have had someone to help you on your taxes in the past, and you make $80,000 a year, that's just an example, and they cut your taxes down to like $2,000, so it looks like you only made $2,000 a year, it's gonna come back and hurt you. So if you guys have questions, I mean, do you guys do like free consultation? How does the call work?
Yep.
Just call. I always take advantage of like a free consultation because it helps you to learn information. And if you had your taxes done that way, a phone call will not hurt you to gain, well, let me look at this. Well, because you guys can always go back and do a review of it. And what is it called when you need to make an
amendment?
Amendment, yes. You can always go back and amend your taxes, get it done the right way. So we see this from homeowners, right? They come and they last 2 years of taxes, they haven't made much. So you only qualify for a house that's like $60,000 because it only look like you only made $8,000 that year, but you actually made $90,000 that year. So that person has to go back and amend their taxes. So guys, handle your taxes the proper way.
And I want to add one more thing.
Yes, definitely.
So with me working with the IRS for so long, the IRS truly does not want the taxpayer to pay all of the money that they've made to them. So they have given us, strategies.
Hold on. What?
Yes.
The IRS don't want it all?
No, they don't. They don't want it all.
Okay.
But of course you do have to pay something. But they are trained staff that, and this is something that I absolutely love to do, is help my clients find, like I said, deductions, things that they can write off to lower their tax and what they owe. But they give us, guidelines to go by. It's just you have to find the right agent that's willing to do that research for you and that really wants to help, want to help you.
Okay. That's good information. And all this time, we just thought it was after us.
No, they're not after you. They can be good people, but if you do lie to them, then They do get a little ugly. So.
Right. Do your
But just
taxes
keep
the
it
right way.
1,000.
Do your taxes the right way.
Yes.
Well, it has been a pleasure having you on. Can you share your contact
Yes,
one more time?
My name is Shantell Wilkins. You can find me at www.rbafinancial.services. On social media, it is RBA Financial Services, and you can, of course, find me at Shantell Wilkins on Facebook.
Guys, thank you so much for joining us. If you have any questions for her, make sure you leave them down in the comment section, or you could call and get all your questions. Again, a free consultation. We love free. Right?
Yes.
So guys, make sure you take advantage of that. If you have any tax questions, seriously, make sure you contact her firm, and they'll be more than happy to give you guys some guidance, some assistance. Thank you again for watching YMA Nation Podcast, Wealth Building Monday. We are here to give you guys the best information possible to help you build wealth and establish yourself in a better financial situation. So guys, we will see you guys on Wednesday for Real Estate Wednesday.
What the boss's view? You gotta sacrifice. You wanna move like bosses move.
YMA, Young Millionaires Association. Yeah, see, that's the association.